Welcome everyone. This is a special video because I decided to gather all my scraps to make a special video for baby blankets. I have a ton of remnants and fabrics, so one day I was like, you know what, let's make a video for baby blankets. As you can see, I have a baby model there. It's a baby doll, and she's gonna model some of the fabrics that I'm gonna show you. Some of my fabrics are small, so I'm just gonna show you the color and the texture and the kind. But some of my fabrics are also big, so I'm gonna wrap the baby with these fabrics. Why would you make baby blankets when you can buy them? Well, the main reason is building up memories. Babies are gonna be babies one time in their lives, and they're gonna grow up. So what you're really doing is you're building up that memory, building up nice, warm, cozy feeling of making the blanket from your own hands. And also, there's pleasure from making baby blankets. It makes you feel good inside, and no amount of money can replace that. Sure, you can buy it from the store, but we live in a society where there's so many things happening, information overload. You tend to forget what you even bought. By making your own blanket to give to someone, you are making treasured memories. That's really what it's all about. When I say blanket, it could be many different kinds of blanket. It could be a swaddle blanket, a cuddle, a cozy. It could be a receiving blanket. It could be a blanket for any kind of use. So the fabrics that I'm gonna show you right now is a combination of many different fabric types. I'm making this video not because I'm a new mom, but because I have a little bit of an understanding on the behaviors and types of fabrics that are sold out there. So let's get on with this. This is a flannel, and babies love the cozy, soft feeling of a flannel cotton. It also absorbs moist if needed, and it also breathes because, like I said, it's made of cotton. This fabric is a knit. Well, this makes good for a swaddle type of blanket. This fabric is a cotton blend, and this actually breathes, so this makes great for baby swaddle blankets and even receiving blankets. This is what is called a double gauze. A double gauze is slightly thicker than a regular gauze. Again, this will breathe, and this makes a really good swaddle blanket for newborn babies. This is a 100% polyester blanket. They call this a minky, a different type of minky. This is very, very soft. Babies love this cozy, warm feeling next to the baby skin. So it's really, really nice. And it washes very well. Terry is a combination of cotton and spandex, but this actually makes a really good swaddle blanket or receiving blanket for babies too. This is 100% cotton fabric. Now this is thin, and let's say your baby is born from a really hot temperature or hot country. This makes a good receiving blanket for babies that are born in hot climate. What part of the country is the baby gonna be born? What time of the year is the baby gonna be born? And what is the temperature? Or is it a hot country or is it a cold climate country? So that you have to pay attention to and be mindful of. So this is also really, really nice, very airy. Again, wonderful for hot, humid countries. Let's say the baby will be born in the middle of summer. This makes a really good blanket for babies because babies want to imitate that sensation of being inside mommy's womb, and so you want to make them as cozy as possible. This is a fleece made of polyester, and this is really soft for babies. And for some of you who do not sew and you just want to do the tie blanket, make sure that the cuts that you're doing are not very, very small, because we don't want the baby to swallow these little pieces here. You want to tie your blanket as wide as you can so that the baby is safe. This fabric here is called a patchwork minky. So what's gonna happen if you show up with a baby blanket made of this fabric? People are gonna admire you. It's like, oh my God, look at all the work that you did to patch these fabrics. But little did they know that you just bought this from the store. See? Don't tell them that you bought it from the store. Just smile back and you will get all the credit that you worked so hard to patch these fabrics here when all you did was bought it from the store, because they do sell this from the store. It's a patchwork minky fabric. Back to the conversation of temperatures. Some babies are born in really cold temperature, so you want this kind of fabric. It's a Sherpa fabric. This happens to be double backing, knit, and the Sherpa on the other side. This is part polyester and I think some part cotton. This makes a really good blanket, cozy blanket for babies, you know, because babies need to be as comfortable as possible. Did you know that babies don't cry for no reason? They're not old enough to play mind games with you, so they only cry if they need something. So you want to make them as comfortable as possible. This is called a Solash fabric. This is again made of polyester, but I'm sorry, this looks like a hippie. This is the only fabric that I have, so the baby looks like a hippie. But this is also so soft and cozy. Your baby would love to be next to this type of fabric. She or he will have a long sleep cuddled in this particular fabric. So soft. Even your cats and dog will like this. This is called a stretch fleece. Really nice, very soft. Again, perfect for that mid-temperature climate that you have. Not too warm and not too cold. Just right. And this makes a really soft blanket for babies. Oh my God, imagine all those long sleeping hours of you can do anything you want because the baby is sleeping so soundly because you wrap her or him up with this super nice soft blanket. It's all about the baby's comfort. This fabric is called the Lux fleece, very thick. You know, someone told me that they made a scarf out of this when they went to Alaska. And I went to Alaska, I actually made a hoodie jacket from this fabric. And let me tell you, it works so well. My God. Again, great for really cold temperatures. This fabric is a knit, and this is so soft and it breathes too. So you want to wrap your baby with this swaddle type kind of blanket, and it's really soft also. I believe this has a little bit of a rayon blend to this. This fabric is a quilted fabric, and you can actually buy fabrics that are already quilted from the inside, so all you have to do is finish the edge. So it's a polyester batting inside. When you wrap the baby with this, it's just that soft, velvety feeling of comfort, and your baby would love it. So really nice. See, you look like you work so hard quilting this thing when you can actually buy this quilted fabric. Now there's different kinds of quilted fabrics. There are stiff ones. This happens to be a really soft one. So pay attention to that when you buy that type of fabric. This is called a minky. It's so popular. Some minkies have texture, some have no texture, but this happens to be a really textured one. Really nice. This is called a chenille fabric. Super soft. I believe this is polyester. Oh my God, you love it. And the baby will love it too. Really nice. This is called a waffle fabric. It stretches, makes a good cuddle blanket and wrap. Really nice. This fabric is 100% linen, and you know, linen actually can breathe, but sometimes, depending on the content of the linen, it can be itchy and uncomfortable. So it's up to your discretion if you want to use linen. Linen is really good for babies too. This is the only scrap of fabric I have. So this is called a seersucker. Again, makes a really warm, cozy blanket for babies. It breathes too because this is made of cotton. This is called a large waffle weave fabric. Makes a really good swaddle blanket. This is also a stretch waffle weave. A different type. Really nice. This is a velour type, very soft. This is called a double waffle weave fabric. This is slightly thicker kind, and again makes a really good blanket for babies. This fabric here is actually a polyester cotton blend. For some of you who do not like to iron fabrics all the time, this makes a good alternative. Cotton polyester blend. This fabric is called a micro fleece fabric. It's still a fleece but very, very short file. Now, what type of color or kind or design would you want to choose for your baby blankets? You can do whatever color you want. So back in the old days, you can choose from the primary colors. But, you know, new generation now, people want different colors for their babies. So you can do just the neutral, gender neutral colors. Moms are very sensitive when they're pregnant, so you want to be in tune with what she wants, because at the end of the day, the baby does not care, the daddy doesn't care, but it's mom who will use the blankets. You got to pay attention to what mom wants for her baby. And these are just some of the color selection that you might consider when you're choosing colors for your babies. Of course, you can Google so many different informations about baby blankets out there. So I'm just going to give you a few ideas on what would be the theme of your baby blanket. You can buy whatever you feel like buying, for as long as you are in tune with what would-be parents want. Or if you're clueless, well, there's so many choices out there. Babies are the best thing there is. So if you know someone who's expecting a baby or the baby is already here, this is your chance to jump on making that baby blanket. Because you know what? It's very important. It's special. They grow so fast. And you're building up memories. Memories that you will treasure for years to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.